Jeff and Jeremy. It's like a radiogasm.
I said, hey, babe, check it out on the podcast.
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
and Spotify.
All this is going viral.
Well, what do we have to look forward to now? You know?
I know. I always get so bummed out after this because, I guess the draft.
No, not me. You're such a dork. You're looking forward to the NFL draft. I mean, baseball, right? I mean, baseball, basketball. I saw, I stopped on a basketball game the other night. And I was like, hey, look at this. I could watch the Warriors play. But then, I don't know. See, that's where I think it's not the same without fans. The football doesn't bother me, but the basketball is really tough without fans. I don't know. You can totally tell it feels different. Maybe they need to pipe the sound in. I don't know. But, yeah, what are we looking to now? I guess I'm looking forward to taking a little spring break. Are you going to go anywhere for spring break this year? You taking any little time off?
Not for spring break. We're going to do a summertime trip.
Oh, okay. But you're doing an early summer trip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I mean, it's all relative. I mean, I view it as midsummer because it's in June.
That's not midsummer, Jeff. That's the first. That's summer.
That's the first day of summer.
Midsummer would be July. I mean, summer is June, July, and August. Kids get out of school in May, and you know what I mean. So I mean, at the end of May, right? So Memorial Day weekend is the start to summer. So then you have June, July, and August.
No, I understand what you're saying.
But I think it's good that you're doing June because you never know. You do that trip in June and then something comes up in, I don't know, late July, August. You're like, hey, check it out, man. Go on another trip. I'm taking 2 vacations this summer. Instead of my mega vacation, I'm splitting it up into 2 vacations. So I will do my first leg in the beginning of July and my second leg at about the second week of August.
Oh, so 2 brocations.
2 brocations, yes. And one of it is because, every year, for the last 3 years, I've told you I've been wanting to do this ride from Idaho into Montana, and the weather has screwed us every year. Last year, there was so much snow, we couldn't get through. The roads were all closed. The year before that, there was mudslides due to a huge storm. The year before that, I can't remember. So anyways, I'm going to give it one more shot in August, but I can't go until somewhere in August, so. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, good morning and welcome in. We've got lots going on this week. I gotta find this deal here. This is pretty cool. Coming up at 7:20 this morning, going to give you an opportunity to win tickets to the Rock Camp movie. It's a documentary called Rock Camp. Have you heard about this? It's got. It says it's like summer camp meets Spinal Tap, and. Anyways, it features Roger Daltrey, Alice Cooper, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Nancy Wilson / and a bunch of other artists. And there's actually also an opportunity for you to go to rock and roll camp. And so we'll have more on that coming up 7:20.
You get to hang with all these people, or is it one of those things where they come and then they talk? And I mean, you get to have conversations. I guess it's based on your own initiative, right?
Well, the official initiative. Well, we're talking about the movie first and foremost. That's what you're going to try to win at 7:20. We'll have a 7:20 and 9:20, 2 chances for you to win this morning. You're just trying to get the screen for the movie, but when you get the screen for the movie, you're also in like a drawing type deal where you could hang out with these people. So they're also giving away a signed guitar from Kevin Cronin. Sammy Hagar has got a signed canvas lithograph. I don't know what that is. Is that a drum? Lithograph? Anyways, if you're a musician, you probably know. Tommy Lee signed drum head. Paul Stanley signed guitar. They have a bunch of other stuff, too.
A lithograph is just like a poster. It's a fancy name for the poster. It's not a musical instrument.
Oh, well, they're giving away guitars and drum heads and guitars and okay. I don't know. I'm sorry, I wasn't in band, kids.
I think it's like a painting.
Okay,
is what it is.
All right. It's all right. There you go. So that's coming up 7:20, 9:20. 2 chances to win your download to that. Watch that movie. And a shot to win all these great other prizes, and we'll have more on that coming up a little bit later on.
Whoa! Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
All right, so now that the big game is over, You know what I really missed is going to the parties and eating good food. I mean, I did some wings yesterday, and I had one buddy over, who I told him he had to get a COVID test before he could come to my house for Super Bowl. And he had to go somewhere because he couldn't go to bars, and he couldn't watch it at home because he doesn't have cable. So
I know we have a question, a poll question about the big game today, and we'll let that roll. But I'm just giving you a heads up right now. Tomorrow's poll question is going to be, how many times have you lied about COVID, like Jeremy just did about his friend who had to take a COVID test before he came?
What do you mean? There's no lie. What's the lie? What was the lie? There's no lie. I just said you have to take a COVID test and test negative before you can come over.
There is so much BS. So many people are saying, well, of course, I'm fine. I'm negative. Like, everybody's got to preface what's going on in their life with that.
I know. No, we got another story coming up later on where people are using COVID as an excuse too. So, and by the way, I'm kidding, right? I didn't make him take a COVID test.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. But you felt the need to at least mention that, even jokingly, because people be like, what are you doing having friends over, bro? Come on, man. And so many people were forced into lying about COVID. Like I went to Thanksgiving with a lot of people, but I dumbed down the number of how many people I went with only because I was afraid somebody was going to say something about it.
I'm going to sound like a fat kid here, but I just missed a lot of the good food that you get at a Super Bowl party. And normally when you do a Super Bowl party, it's kind of like a potluck, right? Like, remember when we did it and Tom came over and he brought our buddy Tom, he went to McDonald's, he got chicken nuggets and his little waffles and he made chicken and waffles. And I thought, this is the greatest idea come on. And
you got to do it with the Eggo minis. They break up into 4. So
Matt made the
chicken nugget and you put it on top and it's bite-sized chicken and waffles.
Syrup on there. And if you had some spicy syrup, it would have been even better. You know what you need is that sweet fire sauce from Popeyes, man. Put that on your chicken and waffles. I promise you. Oh, come on. You know what I'm talking about.
That would be good. Or even, the sweet and the spicy, they offset each other. Even if you got like something as simple as a sriracha and put a little sriracha on that syrup, that's going to be so tasty. Oh, man.
All I did yesterday was some 7-layer bean dip and some chicken wings, which was fine. I mean, it was good. That's what I chose to do.
Yeah, you had a potluck of 2. That was your problem.
Yeah. He's like, what can I bring? I'm like, I don't know.
Bring some wings, I guess.
No, I brought the wings.
No, but I mean, that's what you're saying to them. And then you guys show up and like, usually it's like somebody brings one thing. Well, when you have 8 people, that's fine. But when you have 2 people, you end up with bean dip and chicken wings, 2 things that don't go hand in hand. Then you're like, oh, great. Well, this is a fun party.
This is not our poll question, but we're asking you, what did you miss because you didn't get to go to a Super Bowl party this year? Was it food? Was it the beer? Was it the people? If you want to be specific.
Was it more than 2 offerings to put into your mouth?
Yeah, come on. That's boring. 805-543-3693. Those are the 805 beer lines. You can also join this conversation over on our Facebook page at Jeff and Jeremy.
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Ding, 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 ding. Celebrity Boxings. Got its 2 newest recruits. Remember when that guy that was freaking out over what was he freaking out over? The bagels or something?
Oh, Jersey Joe, bagel guy, or bagel guy. Yeah, bagel guy. Jersey Joe, somebody else.
He was going to get in a celebrity boxing match, and then he pulled out at the last minute.
Very last minute. Who was he going to fight? Do you remember?
I want to say it was Dustin Diamond.
Maybe it was Screech.
I forget.
Well, this new matchup doesn't even make sense.
Who do you think is going to win between Lamar Odom and Aaron Carter?
Lamar Odom, he's like a foot taller. He's got a huge reach on him. I would just hold him with one arm and then just spit on him. He couldn't do anything. He'd be like, come on, let me get to you. It'd be like, me fighting, who's tall? Who's tall here? I don't know. There's nobody that's that tall here, but we work with a bunch of women.
Here's the weight
not
and the height for Aaron Carter, okay? Oh, gosh. Oh, my God.
He can't be that big. I'm sure he works out a little bit, but
this is awesome.
I know that Lamar is like 6'10" or 6'11". Like he's ridiculous.
according to celebheights.com, Aaron Carter once was asked how tall he was, and he said 5'9", but it turns out that he only checks in at 5'8". Sound familiar, Jeremy?
Oh, he wants to be 5'9".
All 5'8" guys want to be 5'9", right, Jeremy?
Oh my God! How tall is Lamar Odom? Is he 6'10"?
Lamar Odom is 6'10". Yeah. I have no idea what his weight is, but if you're 6'10", you're gonna definitely outweigh a guy that's 5'8". That is going to be a hilarious celebrity boxing matchup, and I want to watch that one. I want to be in Jersey at the Showboat Casino. That's what it's called. For this fight. I want to. This is better than any real boxing fight. I have no idea.
Where does this come from? Where does this, I mean, just out of the blue, out of the woodwork? I mean, okay, Lamar Odom obviously was a very famous basketball player. He retired with the Lakers, didn't he? Or maybe, I don't know, but I know he played with the Lakers. He dated Khloe Kardashian. Were they married? Did they actually get married? I don't know. Remember?
I think I believe that they did. Yes. And then he is also famously known for almost dying in a
out of control
brothel.
Yeah, from a drug overdose, because he was way into drugs and you know, he got clean. And I remember the first thing about Lamar Odom was he was on some NBC Dateline type show, and he was talking about how he loved candy. And he goes, "Yeah, I don't do drugs, I don't drink alcohol, I don't do any of it." And he says, "I just eat lots of candy." And it was, I was like, "Oh, okay, well that's probably a good way." And obviously that didn't work out. Maybe he started doing the drugs and almost dying when he started dating another Kardashian. The Kardashian curse.
This is great. I'm reading the information from the promoter, and guess what the promoter has Nick Carter's height at?
Probably higher, probably a little bit closer, like 6 foot or something like that.
Yeah, 6'1". Because when you're 5'8" and you're standing next to 6'10", you can fudge it a little bit or a lot and say that you're 6'1", and nobody's gonna raise an eyebrow to that.
Okay, now I don't know what Nick Carter looks like. Is he buff? He used to be a little twerpy kid. Is the last time I remember seeing him.
Super scrawny.
Yeah, we know Lamar is very lanky. I mean, he's just a tall, lanky guy, but he ought to whoop his ass.
Yeah, the June the 12th. This is going to be taking place at the Showboat Casino.
And you said City. This is boxing, right? Not wrestling.
Yeah, this is boxing. 3-round exhibition fight. Do you think it will go the 3 rounds?
Yes, I think they'll just run around chasing each other.
But Lamar Odom's fast because it's in his DNA to be fast because he was a basketball player. You know, I mean, like he's got to get up and down the court, regardless of whether or not he's taken some years off.
Carter might be quick. You know, that's the thing. If it was a wrestling match, I would give Nick Carter an opportunity because he could take him down with those big ass legs. And once he's off his feet, then, you know, it's a fair fight. But the problem is, Lamar Odom could fight him on his knees and still probably be taller than him.
Do you remember playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out on the old NES?
Oh, yeah.
When you were, God, what was the guy's name? Joe the Kid or something like that? Something the Kid. And you were the underdog. You were the little guy. You were the one that was, working yourself up through the ranks, and you had to jump up to hit some of those big gargantuan guys that you were facing, like Raging Bull. And that is going to be really happening in this fight. Aaron Carter's going to have to jump in the air to make a connection with Lamar Odom's face.
Yeah, he's gonna have to have that big red button. Remember the big red button to give you the super punch?
He's gonna hit select.
When is this fight going down again?
June 12th.
Okay. Mark it on your calendars right now. That's going to be a pay-per-view event I've worth paying for.